welcome to this week's installation of WIP Wednesday, Work in Progress, where I share with you what I'm working on and we have a little chat. Last time I wore this shirt, if you look back on a couple of WIP Wednesdays ago, had the longest chin hair and nobody said anything. I take care of it. But guys, tell me this things. Embarrassing. Okay, anyway, let me know what you're drinking. This is my second cup of coffee already today. This video is going to come out after New Year's, but as I am recording it, we are between Christmas and New Year's in that weird week where nobody knows what they're supposed to be doing or what day of the week it is. And I need a little extra motivation today. Also, back here, dog kennel. Sis, pup, Oakley, lost her privilege of staying out at night because she kept jumping in our bed at like 2 and 3 in the morning. And I know a lot of people sleep with their dogs, and that's cool. That's not how it works in my bed because I'm not an animal lover in general. I do love our dog, but I don't love her in our bed. So anyway, that's why dog kennel back here. Calista, what are you working on? Here on the video and in the blog this week, we are having a little talk about the many little bits of yarn that you will accumulate once you start knitting for any length of time and you don't use every yard of your yarn when you're making a project, usually. And so you accumulate these little balls of yarn. I don't like to throw them away. I always think there's something cool I can make out of this. So, but then you end up having tons. See, let's take this out. This is my bag of worsted weight only. Like, I have quite a bit. And then this is my basket of sock weight yarn. And some of this has been shared with me from friends who heard about the project I'm working on and said, hey, I have a bunch, here you go. So knitter friends, never let you down, never let you down. So this is what I'm working on. I'm making these 10-inch squares and I'm going to sew them together in a blanket eventually. They're knit on the bias, which means corner to corner. And I start with just a few stitches, increase till we get to this, the widest part here. And then I decrease till I just have a few stitches left. And I can show you I've made several. And they're all just random, what I grab out of my scrap bag. So they're all kinds of bright colors, dark colors. And I am using one strand of worsted weight and one strand of sock weight, and I hold them together and just knit them together like that. And that's how I get this fun kind of marled effect. So like this little spot right here is green worsted weight and then kind of yellow and beige sock yarn. And so it just gets a lot more kind of fun interest there, and it makes it thicker as well. So we'll have a nice thick blanket when we're done. And it also makes it a little less obvious when I'm changing colors. It's not real like abrupt because usually the worsted and the sock are not the same length because they're just random lengths. And so I'll be changing one or the other at a time and not both. So to give you a little better idea of what this is going to look like when I'm done, I'm going to insert a few photos here of other people's finished blankets to kind of give you the idea of what it's going to look like when I'm done. It's going, because we have like triangles and stripes like this, it's going to have a really fun kind of diamond shape when I'm done with it. I'm doing a really bad job of explaining it, but that's why pictures worth 1,000 words. I will show you photos. So this is the one I am currently working on. You can see on this side, I've got a lot of ends to weave in, and that's kind of annoying, but is what it is. I plan to donate this to Wool Aid when I'm done, this blanket, because it's all wool yarn. The sock yarn generally has wool with just a little bit of nylon in it for strength. So there is a little bit of nylon in there, but it'll be really fun. What else was I gonna share? See, it's that like Christmas and New Year's haze in your brain. But anyway, I am happy to share this little project with you. I have a couple of other things up my sleeve for what to do with these little tiny bits, and that will be in another video, so stay tuned. And I hope you're having a wonderful Wednesday.